Hello and welcome to yet another exciting episode of the weekly Bible game show. This show will be coming your way weekly on this channel. So sit back, relax and enjoy the show. The weekly Bible game show is brought to you by David Art Studios. Welcome back. So today we are going to be doing something quite different. We are going to be asking the question, who did it? I describe a particular action carried out by someone in the Bible, and you tell us the correct and accurate person who carried out that action. So, are you ready to test your knowledge of the Bible?
Yes, I'm ready to test my knowledge of the Bible by the grace of God.
Alright, let's play. Question 1. Who built the Ark of the Covenant? A. Moses. B. The Levites. C. Bezalel.
The Ark of the Covenant was built by Bezalel. Bezalel was his name.
Is Bezalel your final answer?
Yes, that is my final answer.
If you had gone for the Levites, you would have been wrong. The Levites did not build the Ark of the Covenant. If you had gone for Moses, you would have been wrong. Bezalel is the correct answer. Yes, you are absolutely correct. Moses actually received the instruction from God as regarding the design of the ark, but it was built by Bezalel. Now we can see where God gave him the instruction to actually discuss with Bezalel as regarding the ark in Exodus 31 verse 2 to 3. And then in Exodus 37 verse 1, we can see where the Bible tells us, and Bezalel made the ark. So that's it. It was actually built by Bezalel. Question 2. Who carried Jesus' cross on the way to Calvary? A. Joseph of Arimathea. B. Simon of Cyrene. C. John the Beloved.
The person that assisted Jesus to carry the cross was actually Simon. Simon was his name.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer. I'm sure of that.
Who carried Jesus' cross on the way to Calvary? And we have Joseph of Arimathea, Simon of Cyrene, and John the Beloved. And you went for Simon of Cyrene. And that is absolutely correct. Yes, Simon of Cyrene was made to carry the cross of Jesus on the way to Calvary. So Joseph of Arimathea actually helped in bearing the body, and John had nothing to do with carrying his cross. So Simon of Cyrene is actually the correct answer, and we can see that in Luke 23 verse 26. Question 3. Who wrote the 10 Commandments the second time? A. Moses. B. God. C. Joshua.
The 10 Commandments were written a second time actually. Moses, God wrote it again. It was God. God wrote it the second time.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, I'm very sure of that.
Who wrote the 10th commandment the second time? A. Moses, B. God, C. Joshua. And then you went for God. If you had gone for Joshua, you would have been absolutely wrong. God is the correct answer. Yes, you are right. The commandment was written by God the second time. Though the first time he wrote it, Moses destroyed it out of anger when he saw what the children of Israel were doing. And then he had to go back to God again for the second time. Some persons think Moses actually wrote the 10 commandments the second time. No, he did not. He only carved out the stones, and then God did the writing himself. So we can see that in Exodus 34 verse 1, and also in Deuteronomy 10 from verse 3 to 4, where Moses said it himself that he carved out the stone, but God wrote the commandments again. Question 4. Who were the carriers of the Ark of Covenant? A. The Levites. B. Aaron and his sons. C. Eli and his sons.
The Ark of the Covenant was always carried by the Levites. The Levites.
And you are absolutely correct. Yes, you are absolutely correct. The Levites were given the assignment of always carrying the ark, not Aaron and his sons, neither Eli and his sons. We can see that in Joshua 3 verse 3, where Joshua said that the priests who are Levites are to carry the ark. And then in 1 Chronicles 15 verse 2, David also made that statement that no other person should carry the ark except the Levites, because they have been ordained by God to do so. Question 5. Who caught the hair of Samson? Who caught the hair of Samson? A. A Philistine man. B. Delilah. C. The king.
The hair of Samson was actually caught by Delilah. She was the one that was with her in that room. She cut the hair.
Is that your final answer? Yes. Who caught the hair of Samson? A Philistine man. B. Delilah. C. The king. And you went for Delilah. If you had gone for the king, you would have been wrong. However, you went for Delilah. That is actually the wrong answer. A Philistine man did the cutting. Yes, so sorry about that. Delilah actually did not cut the hair of Samson herself, but she called a Philistine man to do the cutting, probably Baba or someone who was just around. Now, what Delilah actually did was she made Samson sleep on her laps, and then she called the man to cut his hair. Now we can see that in Judges 16 verse 19. Alright, so that will be all we'll take for today. Till we come your way again next week. Keep learning and keep loving. And please do well to subscribe to this channel. Thank you and see you next week. The weekly Bible game show is brought to you by David Art Studios.